Hello, everyone. Welcome inside the Red Earth Production Studios for this special edition of our Player Spotlight. And today we have on the show a guest all the way from Southwest Missouri, Neosho High School standout pitcher, Brody Crane. Brody, thanks for taking a minute and come talk to us, buddy.
For sure. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely, young man. How's things going so far? You pumped up? You ready for the season?
Yes, sir. I'm ready for it to kick off. Got a pretty fun group, so looking forward to it.
Yeah. We'll get to some of that here in just a minute, but first of all, I want to say thank you to the folks that make this happen. Game 7 Baseball. Appreciate you. Game7baseball.com. Prime Sports, the official gear provider of Youth Baseball Midwest. Brody, you can't do it without the right gear, right?
Yes, sir.
Right? If you look good, you play good, you feel good, all that sort of jazz, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's the way it works. I knew it. And, tournament baseball, always fun. You played some tournament baseball when you were young?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Me and my parents, we'd always head down. We'd either go to Arkansas or we were traveling, and we're having fun doing it, so.
Good. Well, let's start there. I think that's, always with player spotlights, here you are a senior. Is it gone by fast? Does it feel like that?
Honestly, yeah, it's kind of surreal. Like, you go through, you're like, man, this is really my last year of grade school before you move on, so.
Right. I think that's, sometimes, you are you trying to take this season, as slow as you can and kind of soak everything in?
I would say so. I'm definitely, as I've gone through it and this is my last year, you're definitely trying to value it a little bit more like than you would because you really don't understand it till you're in the shoes of doing it. So I feel like, yeah, this season, what we've been doing so far, I've really just been trying to take it in, take it one moment at a time and have some fun.
There you go. I love that. Talk to us then, where'd you start? I'm sure you started with some T-ball or whatever they do in South. Are you born and raised Southwest Missouri?
Yes, sir, from Neosho.
There you go. So where'd you start? Was it coach pitch, T-ball, machine pitch?
I started T-ball, and then, I've played every single year, just worked my way up. So when I was really young, I played T-ball here, played everything here, and then as I started getting a little bit older, I started getting a little bit more into the travel ball circuit, and so I kind of quit doing some little league stuff and kind of stepped into the travel ball, kind of moved into like Arkansas area, stuff like that, traveling around, just trying to up the competition with some guys that I knew and just have some more fun.
Absolutely. So, coach T-ball, did your dad coach you or was it somebody, local dad?
It was just a local dad.
Yeah. So did your dad play some ball? Was he your coach? Did he did he help you in that respect?
Yeah, he obviously like we'd go out, front yard, backyard, throw it around, stuff like that. Even my mom too. My mom was big on it. So yeah, so baseball's always just kind of been a pretty big thing in my life, and my family's always been super supportive of that. So
I love that. So when T-ball, do you remember? I want to ask you this. Do you remember the name of your first T-ball team?
I want to say it was the Cardinals.
Makes sense.
I believe. Yeah.
Are you a Cardinals fan?
Honestly, I don't really kind of just have one favorite team. My family's big Cardinals fans, to be honest. But I kind of just like watching good baseball, like a good matchup, and I'll switch it on. And so, yeah.
Whoever's pitching, right?
Right, yeah. Yes, sir.
I like that. Hey, so T-ball, you get up, you start. When did you start, thinking, or did you have that kind of thought process? You said you kind of was playing little league. baseball. How long did you play Little League baseball?
I want to say like 2 or so years till I was about 8 or 9.
Yeah. And then um, where did you switch it on and where'd you go play from there?
I went and played up for a travel ball team called Bullpen, and they were out of Monette, so I played with them. I want to say it was about fourth grade. So I played with them for about 2 years, and then after that, kind of made the switch to Arkansas Bears, which is another one of my good coaches. He follows me around. He's amazing. His name is Corey Knight. So yeah.
So I want to talk to me about a typical baseball weekend at that time. I'm sure mom was getting you guys ready to go and all that. So what was that like? What was a typical baseball weekend?
You know, it's kind of just get your jersey. Like you finish school up that weekend, you're looking forward to going to play. So either you had the 8 a.m. game, the pool play game, or sometimes you're playing double headers at late at night. So it's kind of you get your jersey on, you hop in the car with your family, drive wherever you needed to go, get warmed up, potentially play 2 or 3 games. Just having fun. And I think that's what really started my love for baseball was just my supportive family just bringing me wherever I needed to go. And then my coaches always supporting me, making great friends I still have relationships with to this day. And I think it's just what kind of kept me going.
How much were your parents? And I, and that's the tough thing. Sometimes, is moms and dads get a little sometimes a little bad rep, and things like that. But you need mom and dad. And how supportive were they of you when you started really wanting to get better at baseball?
Oh, on like it's unimaginable. Everything I wanted to do to get better, they were there to take me there. They were willing to pay for it. So like I've been very blessed in that aspect. And yeah,
Absolutely. So, mom, typical baseball mom, right?
yes, sir.
Did she have the snacks and all the stuff? What was your favorite
Oh
snack?
yeah, she'd bring her wagon, have her cooler full of drinks, the whole thing.
Yeah, yeah. What was the best snack in the bag, bro?
I was really big on beef jerky. She'd always bring beef jerky, so that was kind of my thing. Even before I started playing baseball and I was wrestling and stuff, she'd always bring it in, and that was just kind of my thing.
No candy and all that. Go for beef jerky. I love it.
Yes, sir.
A little healthy. All right. What was your favorite what is sport drink?
I say yellow Gatorade. That's kind of my go-to. Yes, sir.
Really? I never did care for the yellow as much, God, I was always that blue ice guy, whatever that was, the blue.
I got you. Yes,
Guess
sir.
that's the raspberry one. But all right. Okay, okay. So where'd you like what was your spot? Would you like to eat after the ball game? I'm sure, before if you were traveling, you went to back to the hotel, but if you were close to home, where'd you guys go and eat?
Usually we went out, we ate at this little Mexican restaurant in our town, and it's called El Caballo, and we'll go there, we'd eat, and it'd just always be a good time. Or we'd take the team, we'd all go to Mazio's, which is a pizza restaurant, and we just order some big pizzas. They put us in the back room, and everybody would just hang out. So,
That's cool, man. Gotta love
yes,
that
sir.
stuff. Gotta love
Yeah.
that. Um, you made mention of a coach, a youth coach that still, trout falls around. Who was that, and how big an influence was he on you and your game?
Yeah, so his name was Corey Knight, and I mean, my parents grew up with him, so we kind of had that connection. My parents had that connection with him, so he was pretty comfortable at telling me whatever I needed to hear, and I was super thankful for that. But he would just make sure we get down to practice, make sure we were actually practicing, just put us through. He's a pretty tough coach, but super laid back when he needed to be. He had really good feel for the game and feel for his players too, and I think that's something I'll forever appreciate. And then now, I mean, we're pretty much like friends at this point. Like, he'll text me. He's a huge Razorback fan, so he's always down at their games, texting me about them. So we always have a conversation going about something. So
Very good. So you get to 12, 13, 14 who were you playing for?
the Arkansas Bears.
The Arkansas Bears.
Yes, sir.
Good quality squad there.
Yeah, I'd say so. We were usually AAA major team for U Trip, so yes, sir.
Let me ask you this. Neosho, how far did you guys travel for practices and stuff?
Usually, so with that team, we go down to about Bentonville. Bentonville would usually be about where we practice, and then we occasionally make the Fayetteville if we had to. But I'd say, or we go to Springfield when I was a little bit younger. So we were all over the place, and that's something, like I said, my mom and my dad were super supportive of. We're always taking me, even after like a long day at work, stuff like that. So get me where I need to be.
Were you doing the homework in the back seat?
I was trying.
I love the honesty, bro.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Oh, mercy. So you get give us a couple of your biggest memories from youth baseball.
Yeah, for sure. So I'd say a really big one was when I was with that team, the Arkansas team, and we went out to Florida one year for a PG tournament. And just being down there with a lot of my friends that I knew, because a lot of my friends from Neosho that traveled, they came over and would probably playing with us. So we all stayed in like a big house together and just chilled out, have fun. And then I remember that season, or that tournament was actually probably one of my better tournaments I've ever played. And I hit a grand slam. I think like a triple. I almost hit the cycle, I think. So that was something that kind of stuck with me, just having a good time with all my guys. And yeah.
How old were you there, buddy?
14.
14. Got
Yes, sir.
That, man. Hit for the cycle. That's hard to do.
Yes, sir.
Right? The triple, you hit the home run. The triple's the hardest, isn't it?
The triple's the one that gets you.
Are you fast?
Probably pretty average runner.
Yeah, I understand, man. All right. Talk to us then about that transition. You're 14, you baseball, you come up, you start thinking pretty good, right?
Yes, sir.
Talk to us about your experience. Had you met the high school coach prior to being a freshman in high school?
Yeah, so actually when I was in 7th grade, the assistant, he was my assistant coach, head coach in high school, or assistant coach in high school. When I was in 7th grade, he was actually my teacher. And so we kind of had a pretty good connection. He was always talking to me about baseball, stuff like that. And his brother was actually the head coach when I was first coming in. So he already kind of knew they were talking about me, and then I was talking to him. So we kind of established a pretty good relationship before. And then heading into high school, all the varsity guys, JV guys were treating me like I was one of them. It was pretty cool of them to kind of just accept a guy. And then coaches were phenomenal. Same way, just accepting me. And yeah, it was a great transition.
Do you think that your youth experience and the things that you did and whatnot prepared you for high school baseball?
Yeah, I would say so, especially getting into like those like harder, bigger tournaments, and you're playing better competition. And then when you get to high school, you're potentially playing guys that are 4 years older than you, 3-4 years older than you. So I think going to those definitely has helped me through my high school freshman year and transitioned me into pretty good baseball. So
yeah, there you go. Do you think it's always an opportunity or always necessary, if you're giving advice to younger guys, to go to the youth camps that the coaches put on for your high school, understand what it takes to get better, and understanding where you need to play as a young player?
Yeah, I would say it's huge. Like, especially going to those camps, establishing a relationship with your high school coach early on, I think is a pretty big. Will get you pretty far, especially in a high school roster. And then, I mean, playing like travel ball and going to that stuff, I think is and playing at the level you need to be playing at. I feel like is a pretty big thing too, especially if you're trying to get better. Like if you're just playing to have fun, like go have fun, go do whatever.
Yeah.
But if you're really just trying to, start varsity as a freshman, go to that next level, stuff like that, I would say travel ball is pretty necessary. Like you probably need it, and then just keep continuing to play. You know,
Just play, right? Get on the field.
yes, sir.
Talk to me about your expectations as a freshman. Did you do you did you believe you were going in there to make the varsity squad as a freshman?
Yeah, I would say so. Especially my freshman year, I didn't even pitch yet, so I was only catching, and then they told me like, "Hey, we need you in the outfield." I was like, "Okay." I mean, I was willing to do whatever to get on the field and play on those games. So I transitioned to outfield and then hit pretty well for a freshman, in my opinion. I think I hit decent. And then, yeah, I was full expectation trying to make that varsity squad.
Did you make it?
Yes, sir.
There you go. I love that. What how difficult really is it? I mean, did you find not that any of it's easy, but you guys are playing in a pretty tough conference. Were you guys in the I don't think the Central Ozark was quite there yet. Um, but you're still, I mean, Class 6 baseball, it's not easy.
Yes, sir. When I came along, we were still playing like Nixa and all of them, Willard. We were playing like all those schools still. So it was pretty tough competition, and honestly, I liked it. Like and then to this day, I still love it. I love the conference we play in. It's always a competitive game, and everybody can win on any given day. And I think that's what makes it so fun.
Absolutely. So your freshman year, how do you feel you did? Did you have a big season?
Yeah, I would say I had a pretty decent season. Like I think I hit probably around 300 ish. So
Right, right. Did you
yes,
have a
sir.
sophomore slump?
Yeah.
Why does that happen?
I don't know, to be honest. Like,
I don't either, man.
yeah,
It blows me away.
yeah. I don't know. It was kind of just like I didn't hit. Like I was still hitting every once in a while, but no, yeah, no. Strikeouts definitely started going up my sophomore year, and I don't know why. Like I was still putting in time. I was probably putting in more time, to be honest, because I started driving and I could get around wherever I needed to go. And I don't know.
Do you think it's kind of interesting to me. You're not the only one that I've seen it happens, it's just kind of I don't know. Do you think you get in your head a little bit?
Probably, especially like me as starting as a freshman, kind of hitting around like the 300 mark. I was like, okay, well now I got to have a better year. Like you just got to keep building. And then eventually, when I wasn't doing better, I think I probably dug myself a hole. And then after that, it was kind of just wraps. But yeah,
There you go. I think I think I think most of it is a mental side of it. It's not evidently isn't physical because you evidently can do this. So it's
right.
just one of those things. Sometimes, and I think that did it help you mature as a person as well going through that?
For sure. Yeah. It kind of taught me how to mentally keep myself, you know, not upset all. It's like when you get out, obviously everybody gets out, they're going to be upset. And if you're not, I don't feel like you're playing the right sport. But
Well, you
I
can't get
mean,
too upset at yourself. You're going to fail
right.
more
Yes,
times
sir.
than not.
And that's what I mean. Like, get into that mindset to where it's like you're mad, but you're not like, throwing the helmet, stuff like that. And
It
so,
gets to where it affects your defense too, doesn't it?
absolutely, yes, sir. Especially baseball. Baseball is such a mental game. Like, you let one thing really get you down, and the rest of the game just goes downhill. And
Yeah.
there's nothing you can. Once it goes downhill, you just keep getting further down and further down. So,
And then the rabbit hole just buries you.
absolutely.
That's what it sometimes feels like. Talk to us about high school baseball in general. What do you think are some of the things that are hard about it? Some of the things that maybe you thought were going to be harder, but maybe a little easier. Just your
Yeah,
perspective.
for sure. So, I mean, going into high school, like it's your high school season, you're practicing every day. Every day after school, you're going to practice, which is like when you're playing travel ball, like my summer team this year, we don't practice. You don't practice. And I feel like kind of getting adjusted to that is kind of the first major thing. It's like really wanting to be out there every single day. And then once you get that down, I feel like it's completely changes your level of play. And then, yeah, I would say, kind of just getting to know the older guys is another thing too. Like, it could either be really easy for you or really hard for you, depending on what type of personality you are. And I feel like once you get with those older guys, you get more comfortable. You get more comfortable. You start playing better because you can't play this game tensed up. It just doesn't mix well.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's the faster you get comfortable, the better.
I think that's the hardest challenge too, is that mental aspect. Are there certain things that you've learned from a mental perspective that has helped you see the game better, basically?
Yeah, for sure. I would say this game's based on failure.
Mhm.
And I feel like once you accept that, then you're not going to get upset as much and stuff like that. Like, you're going to fail in this game. People that fail 7 out of 10 times end up in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's a mindset that obviously no other sport has, because you kind it's based on success. This sport's kind of based on how you respond to failure.
Mhm.
And so I would say just really getting to that point is huge.
You guys had a pretty solid season your junior year. You graduated some folks, right?
Yes, sir. A lot.
Yeah. New head coach, correct?
He came back actually this year, so we got Kilgore again.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
No, this is his second year, right?
Oh, yeah. Last year was his first year. Yes,
First
sir.
year. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yes, sir.
My
No,
fault.
you're good.
Um Expectations for the season, and honestly, you guys had a really good season. You had some seniors, you had the leadership. How was that transition, with a new head coach, cuz you evidently had a different head coach when you started? How was that transition, and what are some of the things that you learned from that situation?
Yeah, for sure. So luckily, the grade above me was probably one of the most athletic grades that we've had in a long time. I'm not gonna lie, those guys. I think almost all of them could have went and played college sports if they really wanted to. So transitioning from my sophomore year, we kind of had a really bad season. I don't even remember how many games we won. I think it was like 10 ish, somewhere around there.
Mhm.
But kind of just all those guys after that season ended, they're like, we don't want that to be us again. We know how it feels. Like, and especially with Kilgore coming down, he's all about winning. He's got an overall huge win record. Dude just loves to win. And I feel like he came in, he came in and just put us to work as soon as he could. And then once we started changing our mindset, stuff like that, like, we have a huge opportunity to go do something this year. And I feel like once people really started to buy into that and we started working out, started staying extra, like putting in more time, stuff like that, our team just really took off.
There you go. This year, as a senior, what are some of the lessons you learned from the guys last year that you're taking into this season to help get you guys moving in the right direction?
Yeah, it's mainly just help out the newer guys. Is because they all came in and that's kind of how they were. We usually had a pretty solid group. We've had a pretty solid group above them the whole time. So it's kind of really hard to get all those guys on the field together. So they're always trying to help out the younger guys. Like we were helping out them and they kept passing it along. So it's kind of just, they'd always tell me, make sure you're helping the guy below you. And that's something I didn't really get a whole lot last year. But rolling into this season, it's like, okay, like freshmen, like start, sophomores come take some swings, see what's going on, like stuff like that. Just trying to get them to buy into the program and just carry it on.
Does Coach Kilgore talk to you guys about those types of things, mentoring those young guys? Because it's about building the program and not just having one great season and then it all falls apart. Does he talk to you guys about those things?
Yes, sir. He actually talked to me about that today.
There you go.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
I
So,
mean, it's got to be, you can't, because you don't, like you said, you guys had that season where you're like won 10 games and those guys came back, but you want that to be a consistency in the program. I'm sure Coach Kilgore does. And
mhm.
as a young man, you're going to want to come back and see those guys succeed, continue your school succeed, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. I want all those guys to do better than what I'm doing. And that's one thing I think is huge is kind of just having a teammate that wants you to do better than him. And I feel like that's huge. And so I'm trying to carry that mindset into those guys.
I got to ask you about this. You recently you were selected for Team USA, correct?
Yes, sir.
And I think you guys played in Japan. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. Okinawa, Japan.
Okinawa, Japan. Wow, what an experience! How was that?
Yeah.
Talk to us a little bit about that.
Experience is an understatement, honestly. Like, yeah, I'm forever grateful for that, for those guys taking a chance on me and accepting them into that USA baseball family. Uh, you know, even just before I even got selected for the team, the trials. So we had two trials. The first one I want to say was in about July, and then the second one was in August. Just being in that atmosphere, because the first trial they took 80, and then the next trial they split it in half of 40. So just being around those 80 guys that literally just all want the same thing you want. You all have the same mindset, but you all go back to you all. Oh, sorry, dogs are barking.
That's all right.
But you all go about your business differently, and I think that's huge. And you kind of pick their brain and see like what you could implement into your game to elevate it. And so just being around those guys was huge. And then obviously getting selected for the team was surreal. Like we all, after that second trial, we all met in a big meeting room. There's about 40-ish of our guys in there, and they were selecting 20, firm 20. So about half those guys made it, a little under half.
Yeah.
And they called your name, you walked out of the room, and it was just a feeling that I can't even explain. Like you're so excited, and then your adrenaline's through the roof, your heart's pumping, and then you just see 19 other guys walking out of that room with you that are all just feeling the exact same thing, and that's something I'll forever cherish.
That's awesome, man. I love that. I loved what you said there about that, and that you're thinking about that is that you're picking the brains. You're talking to these guys about baseball, not just to be talking baseball, but how do I get better? I mean, that's an awesome
Absolutely.
maturity, young man. Is there, what are some of the things you gleaned from some of the guys you were around?
Yeah, so obviously Brad Penny, He's multi-time All-Star. Dude's amazing. He was our pitching coach. And he would be in the bullpen of the dugouts with us. And I mean, you're just sitting there, you're just asking him stories about like his career, and you're just sitting there. It's just all you want to hear because it's what you want to live.
Yeah.
And then, like, on the actual pitching aspect, he would just talk about, instead of trying, if you're missing like location wise, to just change your vocal point instead of just trying to do a fix on the mound. Because usually when you try and do a mechanical fix on the mound, it leads to pretty bad things. So just kind of that, and then like talking. His name's Caden Wechter, and just talking to him about how he locates so well because the kid just sits there and spots the whole time. It's pretty fun.
It's watching some of the best baseball players. It kind of gives you a perspective of really, I mean, how hard it is to get to that point, isn't it?
Absolutely, and that's like watching those, like the Aiden Ruiz, Grady Emerson, Lombard, all those guys. Like just watching them fill their position, it's just different. Like, like it's so different than just playing somebody in your high school from around the area. And obviously, we play in a really tough conference. We got good competition, but just watching those guys, it's just like there's different levels to this. And
yeah, there is. It is. Senior year, what's your goals, man? What's your expectations?
for sure, I just want to fill that win column and go out with that state championship.
You think you got the dues to make that happen?
Absolutely. I mean, we've all been putting in time, and we've put even more time in this year than we have last year. And I didn't even know if that was possible, but we're doing it. And yeah, I think we're going to come out and shock some guys, especially graduating. I think it was six starters. So I think we're going to have some new guys step up.
Oh, wow. Well, you guys were in District 6 last year too, weren't you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's not easy with Kindu, Glendale. Oh gosh, who am I missing? That's going to be Nixa.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
Lord have mercy. That's a tough district just to even get out of that. Mercy. Well, committed to Arkansas, correct?
Yes, sir.
And so talk to us. We'll finish up here. I always like to get your thoughts on the recruiting experience. When did that start for you?
So it really started. So my sophomore summer ended, and I was just going into my junior year. So you could first get calls and stuff on August 1st. Mm-hmm. So that day, I actually was flying out to California for an event. And we got off the plane. My phone was on airplane mode. We got off the plane. I looked at my phone, and I had a couple calls, couple texts, and I was with my dad, and I was just showing him. I was like, "This is insane! Like, it's everything you ever worked for, honestly." And you just see it starting to pay off, and it's just a feel of relief almost.
So, what were? Give me 5 teams or 5 schools that you were thinking about at the time.
Yeah. So Arkansas, obviously, Oklahoma. I went down to Auburn, and then Missouri State. I talked to them for a while, and then I was talking to like Wichita State, a couple bigger schools, and then I ended up committing really early. To be honest, I committed in November, but I wouldn't change it. I love that place down there. It's been my dream school forever. So.
That makes sense. Now, I got to ask this because, this is the mom question. What will you, do you have a thought process to your studies and what that looks like for you?
Yeah, so I'm going down there for marketing, but I'm going down there to play baseball. To be honest, just straight up, I'm going down there to play baseball.
Hey, you know what? That's cool. I love that marketing, and let's market myself to play baseball, right?
Yes, sir.
There you go.
That's the excuse I like to use.
Hey, when you signed or when you committed, have you signed your letter already?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. When you signed that letter, what was that like? What was that feeling like?
Yeah, so we have it. It's public for us, and it's usually during like school hours, so students can come over and watch it in our indoor. So and anybody's welcome in. So it was pretty cool to see the community kind of come out and support me and stuff like that. It's not something you really see every day, but once you see it, it's like, wow, I have all these people backing me and stuff like that. And then signing that paper, it's just a huge wave of relief. It's like everything I've tried to ever do. And I did it for college, and now I'm just trying to work my way up.
Very good. Well, Mr. Crane, I have thoroughly enjoyed our conversation, young man. It was a pleasure.
Yes, sir. Likewise.
I love that. And, hopefully we'll get down and see you play some baseball. I don't know. You never know. We're going to beat
Yes, sir.
the Southwest, and maybe we'll see you at the state championships. Oh, my goodness.
That's the goal. Yes, sir.
I love that. You got to have goals, right? Got to have goals.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Your best to you and your family. Thank you to your parents for allowing you to come on. I appreciate that very much. And I appreciate you taking the time, young man.
Absolutely, man. Thank you for the opportunity.
Folks, if you're here, you're part of the club. We do appreciate it. Appreciate your support. Hey, if you like what we're doing, please share this out with your friends. Tell people about Youth Baseball Midwest. We do appreciate it. And everybody, have a great day in the Lord, and we will see you at the ballpark.